This is the big event.
I'm terrified and super excited.
That's what drives us. I mean, you see these families right now.
We've been planning all year since January to decide what are we going to do to kick off Holiday Hoopla in downtown Cedar Falls.
This is the big one that we're having, and we made it so that it'll be safe for everybody. That's our big goal.
It's because we've never done it this way before. It's also, there's a lot of questions and misunderstanding of how it works. So I hope that in us attempting to bring this event in a time when we probably should have canceled, that I hope that people are just appreciative that it's happening.
And here we are. We've been planning, we've been putting together all of the different sightings of the seasons to make tonight an extra special parade for our community.
It gets them through, especially this year. I mean, it gets them through every year, but this year especially. I mean, we have to keep hope. We do.
The theme for this year's Holiday Hoopla celebration is Don't Stop Believing, and it is such a fitting theme for the year that we've had.
It's so fitting because regardless of what the environment is around us, we still need to have the spirit of Christmas within us, and Santa always comes, so don't stop believing.
Holiday Hoopla wouldn't be possible without the many volunteers that donate their time, creativity, and hard work to bring this event to the community.
Who heard? Yes.
We're the Who Heard. I don't know how to explain it, but if anybody's on this committee, they love it. It's like it's a love. I mean, you know, it's hard work, it's a lot of work, but the creativity and the way we get along is like no other committee I've ever been on.
Yeah, we've got a great Who Heard. There are a group of volunteers who spend their entire year planning for Holiday Hoopla. And obviously the time that we had to put in this year was different than in the past years because we had to completely unravel what we've done in the past and make something new to create a safe way to do this. And so the hours spent by our committee, which are all volunteer, are beyond anything I could count, and we're so thankful for the amazing volunteers that we have.
Holiday Hoopla was celebrating their 12th year this year.
Year 12 during a global pandemic, and the committee had a different arrival that we were going to do for year 12, and then 2020 threw us a little loop. So August, I looked it up the other day to see when we started planning it this way. It was beginning of August when we said, what about a parade? So we just changed our focus and talked to the police department to figure out how we could make this work, and they've been super supportive, and our sponsors have still sponsored us, and our volunteers have showed up in amazing amounts of hours to make it happen. So 12 years means 12 parade stops. So in a reverse parade, you're driving by the floats instead of the floats driving by you.
The community showed up to celebrate this tradition. This just shows how big Hoopla is to the town of Cedar Falls.
It's huge. Everyone needs to experience it. We have one guest that probably will win the longest traveling contest. Megan? Oh, she's being shy. We have Megan from Louisiana here.
Thanks everybody for hanging out tonight for Holiday Hoopla. I'm with my wife Jocelyn and my kids Ethan and Elsa, and we're excited to see everything that the Holiday Hoopla community has put on for tonight, and I'm so proud to lead our community in this important civic event.
There are so many things to see. There's over 12 different vignettes that are set up along the way. This is Station 1. People are going to turn up onto Washington.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Merry Christmas from the Griswolds. 250 strands of Italian lights for a grand total of 25,000 lights.
We're just unloading. Clark had to put oil on his sasser.
You know, he's gonna fumigate that chair. It's kind of the high quality item. Merry Christmas.
Went a little fast.
And then they're going to come around and go over to Main Street by the time they get to 5th, down Main Street.
Oh, snow!
Merry Christmas. Santa's gonna be here tonight.
Santa, he's right down the street. We got Alvin and the Chipmunks, and Santa came in on a sleigh with his reindeer. It's so exciting. He's here tonight in Cedar Falls, Iowa for Holiday Hoopla. Hi! Merry Christmas.
and then turn on State Street for a huge surprise right at the end.
Merry Christmas!
Yes, live reindeer for our first time. We've always wanted to have live reindeer for our kickoff, and a stage show just doesn't cater to that. But this year, when we have a spot, he was able to bring his reindeer with him for tonight's event.
You can say that this year's theme of Don't Stop Believing can be echoed all across the state and nation, of don't stop believing in each other and the individuals out there still making an effort to just bring some joy to the world or communities while trying to keep everyone safe during this ongoing pandemic.
We felt that we could not let the kids down and let all the families down who have been supporting us and have been coming every year, and we hear so many great things that we just felt that we had to do it again. And this was the best way we could figure out to do it with the pandemic.
Personally, I think it's super important. This is a generation of kids. My youngest doesn't know a world without Hoopla, and I want that to continue for years to come. So I think it's important. I think it's a part of people's families' traditions, and in a year where it's been not a lot of joy, we're hoping that that's what tonight brings.
Oh my gosh, it's a staple. So many people said that if we did not have Hoopla, we were taking away a holiday tradition. And there was just no way we were going to do that. Santa always comes.
I guess the thing is, this committee, our heart is in it for the community. And I'm going to get teary-eyed, but when you see the kids' face and the families, and especially this year, it's a tough year. But I think we came up with a great idea to social distance, but there's still hope. And the kids can see Santa, because Santa will always come. He will always arrive in downtown Cedar Falls.
Merry